Over there. Welcome, everyone. My name is Rachel Garcia. Somebody invited you to take a look at this because they thought the information might be something that interests you. I first looked at this in 2008 because my brothers called me and said, hey, we know you're really into what this company offers. We think you should take a look. I was so busy. I was working full time as a physician assistant. I saw patients from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I was in the surgery in the OR performing surgery half of the week, cutting cancers out of my patients. I saw 60 to 70 patients a day. I wrote 200 prescriptions a day. My husband and I had just opened 2 businesses, a skincare retail store in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, and a construction company in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. We invested $100,000 in those businesses. The overhead was thousands and thousands of dollars per month to keep those businesses up and running. I had just had my second baby, so I had a 9-month-old and a 3-year-old, and my nephew had just been diagnosed with severe autism. And his diagnosis of autism caused me to dive in and do some research. I wanted to know what it was. Why did he have it? Why did the doctor tell my sister her son would never speak? He was totally nonverbal. He screamed all day long. Why would he always have nothing more than the mind of a 3-year-old? I just had so many questions. Was it genetic? Was it vaccinations? As a PA, I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences, and I began to do an extensive amount of research trying to figure out these answers. And I'm not talking Googling and Wikipedia. I was diving into places where I had to log in with my medical credentials to read clinically published studies. And I began to uncover research done proving the extreme importance of getting the toxins out of your body and pouring nutrition in. Was mind-blowing to me. As someone who went to school for 8.5 years, spent $100,000 on my education, and was practicing medicine and writing 200 prescriptions a day, I'd never learned about the importance of nutrition. I didn't know the toxicity of plastics and how bad it was to consume soda and the importance of getting your body as alkaline as you can. I didn't know these things. And so I began learning as much as I could, trying to do it on my own. And when I saw what this company offered, I saw an easier way to get proven good nutrition in my body with a satisfaction guarantee. And I was like, this is click of a button. It's going to come to my house. I can take care of not just my body, but my family's bodies. I don't have to worry about the organic garden outside anymore and the juicer that I hated cleaning. I'm in, give it to me. And within days of starting on the system that somebody invited you to take a look at, we started seeing radical health changes. Now, I thought I was really healthy. I mean, I'd done all this research on nutrition, but when I show you the before picture, you will see I was struggling. I was struggling to lose weight after my second baby. I was struggling with sleep. My 3-year-old was struggling with constipation issues. His pediatrician told us to put him on Miralax. Miralax is antifreeze in a bottle. Put no one you love on Miralax. My husband struggled with severe depression and anger issues. And again, my nephew was totally nonverbal with the diagnosis of severe autism. Within days, we saw changes. My sleep issues resolved. My son's constipation issues resolved, all in the first week. 6 weeks in, I was dropping weight, and my husband's depression and anger issues were gone. Gone. 3 months in, I'd lost 32 pounds. My husband had lost about 25, and my nephew started speaking in full sentences. We were told he would never speak. It was like he'd been locked in a closet, and all of a sudden the door had been opened. And it was life-changing for me. It changed my life. That change in my nephew Bo. It made me say, what is this? How is it that he's speaking? What's going on? And I began diving in and doing more research. And I came to the conclusion that shame on me for not telling everybody about this. I learned on my own through my nutrition studies, we have to cleanse the toxins out, pour nutrition in. I've now been carrying the message of Pure for 15 years. I believe so wholeheartedly in it. There's some of you watching tonight interested in the income potential. Helping people earn an additional $1,000 a month. It's a very serious goal of mine. Does everyone do it? No. I also have a goal to help 100 people lock in $10,000 a week. See, I was able to walk away from practicing medicine in 2019 because just by inviting people to take a look at this, asking them to see if it's for them or not, it has created a residual income. Residual income is income that continues to come in whether I do this or not. See, when I worked as a PA, I only made money if I went and traded my hours for dollars. And I made a good income, $250,000 a year. That's what I got up to as a PA. But I was working 12, 14-hour days for that income. Residual income is income that comes in whether you do it or not. most people think of like actors, you see the Christmas movies and Will Ferrell from The Elf, he gets paid every time we watch that movie. Or you think of songs, we're hearing Justin Bieber songs from 15 years ago where he's getting paid every time we download or listen to that music. But most of us that aren't actors or songwriters or singers don't get paid residual income. Maybe if you're involved in real estate, you get paid residual income, but you have to have a massive chunk of income to be able to do that. And by the way, most real estate investments aren't truly residual. We have them. They're not truly residual. They involve work. So this is a way for you to create a residual income that you truly can walk away from in the future if you choose to. I, however, feel so ethically obligated to share this message with as many people as I possibly can that I'm sitting here tonight to give you as much information as I can in a short amount of time. So I'm going to walk you through some slides, some basic information about this company, how it works, why it works so well, and I'll stay on at the end and answer some questions. If you come up with questions along the way, please go ahead, use the Q&A button at the bottom of the screen, type them in. Happy to answer them for you. This was Healthy Rachel, by the way. This was me doing just great. And this is after 3 months of cleansing, balancing, and building my body. I was no longer hungry, and I was feeding myself nutrition. My husband also had a radical physical transformation, but it was the mental transformation that was truly marriage saving. My boys are now 16 and 19. They've never seen their dad the way I did with those extreme anger rages and the suicidal ideations and depression. They've never seen him like that. It's changed how they think of their dad forever. So I want to ask you, what's the mood in your house? Is there a rager? Are there emotional outbursts? I used to think, gosh, I'd love to have a foreign exchange student. And then I'd be like, there's no way we can have a foreign exchange student. Our house is a madhouse. Now there's peace. Now it's calm. What if you could have that in your house? This is my nephew, Bo, on the left with the red hair. This is Bo graduating from the same high school I graduated from just this past May. The doctors were totally wrong. Have you been given a diagnosis that's scary, where they've told you only medications can help, or there is no help for you? I was just with a physician, an OBGYN in Missouri this past week, and she was telling me how there are some people I just cannot help. She knows the answer is nutrition. She joined us as a brand partner because she knows that there is a better way to help her patients, but what she has access to as a physician with prescriptions, it's just not enough for many, many people. So some of you watching this might be intrigued by the health part. Some of you might be intrigued by the income part. I just heard somebody who's gotten involved as a brand partner who has a small story, but she feels like she needs more of a story to share it. And I said, listen, there are people who sold drugs in the office that I walked in. Pharmaceutical reps would come in and try to talk me into writing these acne medications or these anti-cancer medications for people's skin cancers. They hadn't used them. They didn't have their own personal story. They knew the clinical research. They were trained on the importance and the power of these drugs they were selling. Yeah, you don't have to have a crazy story. However, many people who are sharing it, probably the person who invited you does. I encourage you to plug into the areas where people's results are posted. The ability to create an additional income stream is something everyone in America should be thinking of. Multiple streams of income are just wise. We all realized this during COVID, during the pandemic. If your parents didn't teach you about multiple streams of income and you just learned how to trade your hours for dollars as an employee, I'm going to open your eyes to a whole new way. We're different from other companies out there. What we offer is for everybody. Every man, every woman, every child, even dogs and cats. That means that every single person that is in your life is a potential customer of yours. It's a consumable product. So what we offer, people use, they consume daily, and at the end of 28 days, majority of the products are gone. See, what we found is 93 out of 100 people who purchase our 30-day servicing kit repurchase unsolicited. They run out, they get upset, they want to purchase more. See, that's what makes us really different. Our results, a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. For those of you who've been involved in a company like this before, let me tell you this. We're not a startup. We're 15 years old. We're totally debt-free. Phil Knight is one of our investors. He's the 34th wealthiest man in the world. We've taken trips to 5-star resorts in Sorrento, Italy, to Greece, and George Clooney was there 5 days before us, and we're going to Switzerland this coming September. They throw money at the people who are actually opening their mouths and sharing this with others. We're debt free. I've gotten a check every week since I got started in this in August of 2008. And yet less than 100,000 Americans even know we exist. We're looking for mouthpieces. Maybe you're just going to be a customer, which I think everybody should be, but maybe you'll decide it's time for you to get started with a new business. See, Tony Robbins, Richard Branson, known as very successful entrepreneurs. My son just did an entrepreneurship class and project in Clemson, and he interviewed me because he aspires to do what I do. And he said, Mom, what do I do when they ask me, is this a legitimate business? I say, you pull up the videos of Tony Robbins and Richard Branson being interviewed and saying that this is a phenomenal business for people to get started in, to create residual income because of the low investment, because of the low overhead, because of the ability to leverage your time. Whoever invited you here tonight isn't saying anything. I'm working for them for free. Do you have anybody working for you for free? Do you have anybody that is building a business for you for free? That's why these guys say this business is brilliant. See, I opened the skincare retail store and the construction company in 2008 because of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. His book came out, The Business of the 21st Century, in 2010. And I said, oh my gosh, what is the business of the 21st century? I want to know. Well, it's what my CPA had already told me. Rachel, you can write off this investment. Your family's purchase of health products, you can write them off. And I think this is probably going to give you more time freedom than those other two businesses you started. He was right. And Robert Kiyosaki was right. So I started 3 businesses in 2008. The cheapest one, the one I spent the least amount of time on, and the one I stumbled into thinking I was doing my brothers a favor, is the one that radically changed our time freedom and our financial freedom. We're going to teach you how to leverage your time. I was attracted to how it started in a clinical practice with patients for 30 years. This cleanse, balance, build philosophy was taught. That caught my attention. I mean, I can't out-research 30 years. Give it to me. I'm in. They were saying all the right things. They chose to spread it by word of mouth rather than pay for a marketing firm to advertise social media, billboards, radio ads, commercials, whole shelf space on Whole Foods. They just said, we have a 3-year waiting list. Why don't we just pay a referral fee for anybody who brings people to us? Let me tell you why I believe this works so well for so many people. After 20 years of practicing medicine, 15 years of sharing this message, I believe the majority of the health issues we face are the result of these 3 things. We are toxic. We're drinking out of plastic water bottles. We're storing food in plastic containers. If you have not yet watched the movie Dark Waters with Mark Ruffalo in it, you know, the Incredible Hulk from the Avengers, watch it. It talks about how DuPont began poisoning us decades ago. And it's gone on and on and on with very little legal repercussions. If there's Teflon in your pans, if you're using Tupperware, you are poisoning your family. It's proven. I'm not saying anything that's not true, but you just don't know what you don't know. Our food is being sprayed by guys wearing hazmat suits, and the cancer rates are skyrocketing. We're out of balance. We don't exercise enough. Sitting is the new smoking, isn't it? We eat too much sugar. We stare at our phones too much. We're not getting enough sleep. The family dynamic is so different now than it was 100 years ago, 60 years ago, where somebody worked and somebody raised the family. Now both people are working, and moms, we're multitaskers, aren't we? We're doing all of it. We're doing the dinner, we're doing the homework, we're doing the carpooling, we're working, we're all of it. Thus, we have very little sleep. And we're lacking in nutrition. Go to a local kids' lunchroom, you'll see it. Prepackaged, pasteurized, processed food. The Journal of Nutrition shows it in a study here. There's lots of studies published showing our kids are not getting the nutrition they need. Whatever's in your genetic pipeline, guys, what are your parents struggling with right now? Your grandparents, what were they struggling with in their last years of life? It's coming down, that genetic pipeline towards you. Is it heart disease? Is it Parkinson's? Is it dementia? Is it Alzheimer's? Is it diabetes? It's going to hit your kids faster because they move less than you do. They have more toxins that they're exposed to. We're trying to supplement. The more educated someone is, the bigger their supplement cabinet is. They don't take it with them when they travel. They can't tell when they take it. They can't tell when they don't. We have a better answer. We have a better way. I'll tell you this, we attract 2 kinds of people. We attract the people who know they should be doing better with their health, but they're overwhelmed when they walk in Whole Foods. They're overwhelmed when they walk into a health food store. They don't know what to purchase, so they just choose not to. But they know they need to do better. Then we also attract the people, and those people love us because it's simple. 30 seconds in the morning, 30 seconds at night. I can get it all in fast. I'm in. Give it to me. We attract the other people who are really into health and nutrition. You want to see the back of our nutritional supplement facts so badly? Don't worry, I'll show them to you. You want to see it so bad because you are into your stuff. When you start to see what we have, you will say, I can't believe this company has all of this in one place. And those people love us. I've been doing this 15 years. You can't eat your way out of the situation. Those of you into health already know this. For over a decade, we've had studies showing that in 2010, You had to eat 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat to get the same nutrition our grandparents got from one of each of those things in 1960. We're essentially starving. We're essentially starving. So cleanse, balance, build is the answer. We cleanse our bodies of the toxins. We have 7 eliminatory channels: your lungs, your liver, your skin, your lymphatic system, kidneys, blood, and intestines all have the job of cleansing. Now, our grandparents' intestinal tracts and those other 6 channels of elimination, easy job, no problem. We, on the other hand, are exposed to so many toxins. Our organs are in overdrive. Think of it like taking your car in for an oil change, or if you live in Florida, your air conditioning filter. You have to do it. If you don't take your car in for an oil change, it's not going to make it 200,000 miles. And by the way, they don't just take the oil out and let you drive off. They have to put new oil in. The air conditioning filter, we have to change it here in Florida. If we don't, the air conditionings don't work, and that is not a problem you want to have. And they have to put a new filter in. See, these bodies are so amazing that we run them to the ground. We run them ragged, and they're signs that you're toxic. Your hair's falling out, your nails are brittle, you have aches and pains, you have stomach pains, you're not pooping every day, you can't sleep, you can't lose weight. Your kids, they have eczema, they have rashes, they have allergies, they have trouble focusing in school, they're not sleeping at night. There's signs that you're toxic, but this is such an amazing machine. We just push on and push on and push on. But what's crazy is this is your one irreplaceable asset. We can replace the air conditioning filter. We can replace our cars. Heck, we can even replace a hole in our roof. But if you had a hole in your roof, you'd be spending money right now to get that fixed. This, on the other hand, oh, I can put it on. I can put it on. A 30-day servicing, that doesn't matter. I went to the doctor last week for my stomach pain. That's not a servicing, friends. That's a scan, some lab work, and some prescriptions in the form of Band-Aids. Band-Aids in the form of prescriptions is what you were given. It's not a servicing. It doesn't solve a problem. It's just covering it. Masking. The average 50-year-old in America is on 5 prescription medications. That's not normal and not necessary. We cleanse the toxins out. We balance out your pH. We get you to the alkaline state you're supposed to be operating in. Your body's going to get there anyways. It's amazing. It's going to get to that perfect pH. But when you start your day with coffee, you're drinking soda, meat, dairy, sugar, soda, all of that makes you go to the acidic side. Over here, disease and infection thrive. Your body's going to try to get here, leaching the alkalinity out of your teeth and your bones to get there, okay? So let's put more plants in your body, alkalinizing foods, then we do acidic things and help your body work the way it's supposed to work so you can live longer, healthier lives and be a better version of you. We build your trillions of cells up with whole raw food nutrition. We have a whole medical advisory panel of people who recommend, physicians who recommend these products in their offices over prescriptions if they can. The largest eye center in Tennessee. Dr. Tammy Jones told me just last week about somebody who came in blind. She put them on 3 of our pure products that are specifically for eye health. 6 weeks later, he passed a driving test and was legally able to drive. This is powerful stuff, guys. Many of our products are in the physician's desk reference. These are our 7 30-day servicing products, our Core Plus. They cleanse, balance, and build with omega-3s that cleanse the intestinal tract out, but also give your brain those essential omegas that your body needs. Your brain and your cell to neuron connection does not work properly without omega-3s daily. Let's talk about your kids. Their brains are not functioning or growing properly without daily omega-3s. Drink fish oil. Think about fish oil. This is like 12 over-the-counter fish oil pills in 1-2 tablespoon serving of Mila, which also cleanses out the gut and gives you fiber. The most comprehensive liquid vitamin on the planet in daily build. That little green bottle is the cleanse that cleanses the 7 channels you eliminate through. The Go In is our marriage counselor in a bottle. If you struggle with anxiety or rage like my husband did, calm. Calcium MK. It's calcium, magnesium, vitamin K, and vitamin T. Plant-based. All plant-based, not cow's milk, acidic calcium, plant-based calcium. Do you struggle with migraines, insomnia, restless leg syndrome, periodontal issues, osteoporosis, likely a result of being deficient calcium, magnesium, vitamin K, or vitamin D. Sulfur decreases inflammation. It's an essential mineral. Our parents used to get it because they used to fertilize the foods with compost, manure. Now they use chemicals to fertilize the foods. And energy is meant to be a replacement of anything acidic you're consuming to give you drive. This is focus. Plant-based brain food, B6, B12 vitamins, wheatgrass, spirulina, blue-green algae. Plant focus, 6 to 8 hours of focus. It's amazing. In a nutshell, that's our 30-day servicing. You take it every single day. If you're struggling If you have a health diagnosis you do not like, if you have a history of the C word in your family, if you're traveling around throughout your day with pills in your purse that you have to help with whatever issues you're having with your intestinal tract or your allergies, look at the Core Complete. I also say if you're over 40, look at the Core Complete. It's a blend or a mixture, each of these bottles, of superfruits that have been used for thousands of years in the areas where they're grown. So we've got noni here, just noni, no pear juice, no apple juice, a digestive bitter. Hopeful. You can go look at the clinical studies published on each of these for the last 4 decades in the United States, but used for thousands of years in the areas where they're grown. I have a video walking you through each one. The 6 things most people notice within 30 days without every single day for 30 days is better sleep. I totally saw that. Better sleep leads to more energy. I saw that. Less pain. I can tell when I don't take my products. I'm 48, I can tell. Better bowel habits, whether you go too much or too little, smooth, easy, like a Wendy's Frosty. That's how it should be. Improvement in your mood. You don't notice it. Everyone around you does. Are you known as the grouch? Are you known as the one that was like my husband, high, low, never know what you're going to get? You don't want to be like that. You don't want your spouse to see you like that, your colleagues to think of you like that, your friends, your kids, your grandkids. You don't want them to think of you as this moody person. Let's even you out. And weight loss. People who don't need to lose weight don't lose weight. People who need to lose weight, they lose weight. One of the biggest questions I get is, how do we take it every day? Well, my kids have been taking it since they were toddlers. We didn't have videos back in 2008 like this, but these are my guys. We used to do shots, and we switched to smoothies, then we switched to shots, then we switched to smoothies. Now they both pour it themselves. I get texts from my son up at Clemson asking me to send him what he needs so that he can take his stuff every day, because they can tell when they take it, they can tell when they don't. I put all this stuff in a smoothie every single morning. It is my nutrition. I get more nutrition, as do my kids, than their entire class gets in a week with this 30-second regimen every single morning. So I will show you here some pictures of my boys now, because I know many people watching oftentimes have teenage boys trying to put on muscle. That's the text from my son, 19 years old and 16 years old. They're asked daily, what do they take? They give out workout regimens. They take our sports line along with our Core Complete. We have educational sites on how to consume the products, how to make the smoothie, and purelifechangers.com is one of those sites. Make a note of it. Go there. Lots of testimonies, lots of product knowledge, lots of education from the doctors that we work with. It's a powerful site. It's these 7 products every day, AM and PM. We also have a special that ends tonight. The special ending tonight is an additional 15% off if you choose to partner with us as a preferred customer. So I want you to think of this as a membership club, like joining Costco, but instead of it being whatever that is, $150, it's free. No obligation to ever purchase again. And you get that preferred customer price right there. So you're going to get 25% off automatically. Tonight, if you enter the Share 15 code at checkout, you will get an additional 15% off. For the Core Plus, I always say it's less than $10 a day. It drops it down to $247. If you choose to get started with your friend tonight, purchase this package, and remember, there's a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Currently, there's a transformation challenge going on. I will tell you, I'm 48. I hit menopause at 45, 46. You can see what happened to me on the left there. I've been doing Pure for 15 years. When this happened, I needed to change things up. So I did a metabolic reset. It didn't, and the girl on the left, no matter how much she worked out, she couldn't lose weight. What I learned was I wasn't eating enough. So we have a metabolic reset program, which delivers unbelievable results. It's a 6-week program. Many of the people in the pictures that I'm showing you decided to do it more than 6 weeks, but we cleanse, balance, build, and burn. We teach you exactly what to eat during that 6-week time frame. We give you some fat burners, some metabolism boosters. One of our newest products is called Magic, which has berberine that burns off the belly fat, and then DNF, which curbs your appetite. Ask who invited you. If you're interested in, you know it's time to cut the sugar, you know it's time to cut the alcohol, you know you need to be on a program, ask them about the transformation challenge and our metabolic reset. My family, we're in the gym every day for at least 2 hours. What I've learned with the Magic products that we've just released is I drop body fat faster while I'm continuing to grow my muscle. Muscle growth is really big for burning fat, by the way. So we have lots of before and afters and testimonials on these 2 new Magic products. Some people may just choose to do the 30-day servicing, the Core Plus, and add the Magic on. Powerful, powerful products. Ask whoever invited you if you have interest in that. We have a skincare line straight from Korea. I used to own a skincare retail store. I used to sell the best of the best. We're talking serums that were $250 that you would use just in the morning, and then another serum for $250 you would use at night. This is $188 for 4 products. They last about 3 months, and the results are amazing. 95% of users in studies within 14 days saw lightening of their dark spots, fine lines and wrinkles reduced, and again, a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. For testimonies, ask to be added to our Changing Lives with Pure Facebook page. On this page, we have thousands of testimonies. Well, I'm trying to show it to you, and it's not playing. Thousands of testimonies that you can scroll through. I encourage you to use the magnifying glass at the top and type in whatever you're struggling with: migraines, cholesterol, blood pressure, this instance ADHD, and you will pull up all of these testimonies that have been posted oftentimes by people that aren't distributors or brand partners for the company, just customers who have an amazing story and they want to share it. Use that resource. Ask whoever invited you to add you to that page. I got started in this company because I wanted to help people. So my goal was to help everybody get a membership so they could at least get the products in their house. But I kept running into people who couldn't afford $289 to take care of their one irreplaceable asset. And what if you have a family of 3 or 4? How often do you have to buy it? How much am I purchasing? See, the average person starts with a 30-day servicing and then chooses 2 to 3 products to go forward with. The average person spends about $100 to $125 a month of their own accord, of their own choice, because they can tell when they take it and they can tell when they don't. See, I'm not here for what happens in 30 days. I'm here for the lab results, months 3 and 4. They're powerful. You can't fake that. And so when people began to struggle with the finances and try to tell me, oh, I can't afford that, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you have one body, you have one. You've got to take care of it. I figured I've got to help people. So I have a goal to help 1,000 people lock in $1,000 per month. And I actually plan to do that within 12 months. And along the way, I'm going to find 100 people who want to lock in $10,000 a week. Creating $1,000 a month is not a difficult thing to do here. We give you a plan to follow, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. If you can give us that, we teach you exactly what to do in that time to build a business of customers. This is the future. We've seen companies come and go. Haven't you guys seen companies come and go? All about hype, money, cars, all this stuff. This is real. We've been here 15 years. We're not about hype. We're not changing. The future is e-commerce, online shopping. The future is health and wellness, and we have the best of the best. With a click of a button, it's delivered to your door. People are looking for what we have here. If you're a customer and you're watching, you're ready to get started, go to livepure.com, throw into the cart what you want. Core Plus, Core Complete, whatever you want. I started with the family package because I wanted not just for myself, I wanted it for my husband and my kids and my sister and her son. I wanted it for everybody. I wanted the best bang for my buck. I called my brothers and said, give me the best bang for my buck. The best one was the family package. It got everything for everybody. So I started with that. Our newest package is called the wellness package. It includes the magic and the skincare in it. That's a fantastic package. And then you go check out. It's going to ask you, do you want to be a preferred customer? Yes. Give them your email address. You get 25% off. Enter share 15 on the last page. You get another 15% off. Enter the name of the person who invited you. That's for the customers. For those of you that are here and you're thinking, I need an additional stream of income, you're still stuck on what I said about residual income. You're stuck on the 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. How do I do that? How do I do this? I want to make $1,000 a month locked in. Brand partner, $49 to become a brand partner. See, the cheapness of getting started here made me think it wasn't a real business. When my CPA said, you can write off that investment, I was like, no, this is not a real business. I just bought a bunch of food and ate, and we ate it. He's like, no. This might be the best when you started. He was right. We have a whole training system, a generic training system that's open for everybody who works with me. We have a special VIP training program for those people who think you might be one of the ones who want to make more than $1,000 a month. If you want to make more than $1,000 a month, look seriously at the VIP program that we offer. We have an annual training event, annual training event that I and my husband put on along with our top leaders once a year. It's coming up in 3 weeks in Jacksonville, Florida. If you come in with a VIP package tonight, I can get you free tickets to this event. Okay, it's $149 per ticket, and I can get you free ones if you come in tonight with that VIP package. It is a special event, and if you're watching this tonight, you are very blessed to be coming in right before we have it. The Caribbean cruise is something the company has on the table. If you like to travel for free, you just tell me and tell whoever you're enrolling with. We're going to make sure you have everything you need to earn these trips. I run a leadership retreat for my VIPs once a year. These are the people who ran for that trip and earned it. It was Asheville, North Carolina this past year. I go find the best of the best resorts, book them out for my group and we have fellowship. We have amazing, this is some of the best food I've ever had. I had at this place. Planning, goal planning, relationship building. You don't have to run for these, but for a lot of people, it's their favorite part. Now, a lot of times people watch this and go, well, how much do people really make? How often do they make it? This team just got started the second week of January, sharing this with others. They've made 7,200 in 2 weeks. I actually made this slide last night. They did some more things today. I have a feeling it's over $7,200 in 2 weeks. Does everyone do this? No. But my gosh, you guys, if you plug in and you do exactly what we tell you to do, there is no limit to what you can make right now. Along with that 15% off right now is the ability to get double rank bonuses, which these two took advantage of. We have couples who took a look at this and saw the long-term residual income potential. Skip used to do work with Phil Knight, the founder of Nike. I'm not supposed to say the word Nike, the founder of the swoosh symbol company, 34th wealthiest man in the world. And Skip said, if that guy's involved, he's very smart. I'm in. Everything he touches turns to gold. They jumped on board. They made a list. They started calling people, inviting them to something like this. In 9 weeks, Kristen had made $30,000. She's now one of my top earners and has changed more lives than almost anybody else on my whole team. One of the first lives she changed was Cozy. She invited Cozy to watch a presentation. Cozy had just lost her husband to pancreatic cancer. She was trying to raise their 4 kids by herself. She sat down, made a list of 50, invited them to take a look. She'd made $32,000 over the next 12 weeks. David and Lindley sat down, made a list, called 50 people on a Sunday afternoon. 20 people out of the 50 watched the presentation. 10 ordered products. 3 decided to come in with the business package. 6 months later, David and Lindley had made $102,000. Does everyone do this? No. I don't know who you know. I don't know how coachable you are. I don't know what your work ethic is. If you just got out of jail last year, you might have a hard time getting people to partner with you in a business. But can you do it? You can. And we give you the tools to do it. This couple was $30,000 in debt. They jumped in, got started, paid off the $30,000 in debt in 5 weeks. And then each check they made from Pure going forward, they saved and bought rental properties with. They now own 12 passive income residual rental properties that they purchased with their Pure money. How do you make money? Well, some people act like a vending machine. They start to share videos. They start to invite people. They accrue customers. If you have 20 customers who purchase 3 products a month, you'll make $1,000 a month. We have people making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month because they have customers who just consume regularly. So it's like you're a vending machine, except instead of being on the side of I-10 selling Pepsis, Coke, and Oreos, you're literally selling life, which is such a rewarding experience. Those vending machines eventually say, many of them, I've got to share this with others. So before you know it, you have teams. And I'm going to tell you, you're only building 2 teams. If you enroll 20 brand partners, you're only building 2 teams. You're going to go on your left side or your right side. I love to address the elephant in the room with this picture, which isn't this a pyramid? And I always say, what do you mean by that? They say, the person at the top makes all the money. You mean like your job? You mean like my job where I used to work where the doctor made the most, then the CFO, then the other doctors, then the PAs, then the nurses, then the secretaries. Nurses could never make as much as the CFO and the doctor. You mean like that? The opposite of that. I make more than the person who told me and the person who told them and the person who told them. You can make more than me. What I want you to see here is whoever told you is only building 2 teams. Okay? So you might be like Pat, who joins right here. And then you do nothing for a couple of weeks, but then your friend keeps telling people and you see an email, Janet joined your team, Pat. Natasha joined your team, Pat. And you're like, what's me? Their orders go into a savings account for you that you can cash in on as soon as you begin sharing it with others. Your friend is building a team for you. You have one other team to build. Do you know 2 people who might watch this video and might decide that they want to do something? There are entire states in this country where people don't even know Pure exists because we've never really done social media. I'm not really on social media now. I know you're thinking there's no cap to what you can make. You can make whatever you want to make here. So it's $49 to enroll. That's waived if you get one of our VIP packages. Your monthly overhead is 3 products a month, about $135 a month. If you can't afford that and Aunt Betty is your customer and she orders 3 products, you don't have to pay a thing. This made me go to my CPA. This cannot be real. My monthly overhead with the skincare store was thousands. The light bill, the employee paychecks, the inventory, the taxes. This is 3 products a month that I'm buying anyways for my health. I would be buying those products anyways. The first order, I would be buying this anyways. Now you'll look a little crazy if you go to Whole Foods and you buy $2,500 worth of products. But if you start a business for $2,500, people that are entrepreneurs are like, what? You started a business for $2,500? What? I have a friend, Corey, whose husband is a periodontist. He just told me if you start a business in Florida as a periodontist, it's $1 million just to get started. I was with an OBGYN who said, $2,500 to start a business. You can maybe buy some speculums for $2,500. You can't start a business for $2,500 in the real entrepreneurial world. So here you're buying your family's health, but you're starting a business and you get to write this off. If you're an employee and you don't know what writing things off means, stay close with me because we teach you these things. You can start with the Core Plus as a business builder. $49, get the Core Plus. Enter the Share 15 code at checkout. You can start wherever you want. But if you're interested in creating an additional income stream, if you're interested in creating more than $1,000 a month, look at the VIP package because it's $4,000 worth of products for $2,500, $2,100 with the 15% off. Your membership is waived. Your shipping is waived. You're set up to earn my Life Changer trips. You're qualified as a VIP, which gives you special access to Q&A calls as well as special training calls. 30-day satisfaction guarantee. And ending tonight, bonuses are doubled for the next 5 months if you come in with this, as well as an increased first order bonus. These are some massive, massive benefits. If you're going to do it, just go all in, guys. My goal is to help you make your money back within 30 days. Many people make their money back in 7 days. This is that double rank bonus I was talking about. That couple who's earned $7,200 in like the last 2 weeks, they're locked in for double rank bonuses. So they're making essentially twice as much money for doing the same activities that people who come in tomorrow and don't have this opportunity are going to do the same amount of activities. They'll make half of what Nathan and Bree are making. VIP Wellness Pack. It's my favorite. Go to livepure.com, you guys. Throw into the cart what you want. I love the Wellness Pack. I love the Family Pack. I love the Ultimate Weight Loss Pack because that's for weight loss, but it's got that VIP attached to it. Or you can start with the Core Plus or Core Complete. If you like to travel for free, guys, I'm from a family of 7. I did not travel when I was young. I've been to Hawaii 3 times. Pure's paid for it. I've been to Italy. I've been to Greece. I've been to Bora Bora. I've been to France. I've been to Australia. I've been to Spain, all on Pure's dime. And these are the over 40 people that I helped earn a trip to Italy in 2022. And the over 50 people I helped earn a trip to Greece in 2023. This is the hotel we stayed at. George Clooney was there 5 days before us. This is us at the pool, some of us. We're going to Switzerland in September. And did I mention the cruise that's in June? You like to travel for free, guys. You open your mouth. You do what we teach you to do. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. The sky is the limit. But if you do not make a change, if you're unhappy with your life, your finances, your health, your time freedom, and you don't make a change, nothing will change. I can promise you that. So we have some questions. I'm going to say as I end this recording, get back to the person who invited you. Let them know where you're at. Don't go into the witness protection program. We're not going to chase you down. We don't teach that, but just get back to the person who invited you. Let them know where you're at. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm going to stay on for those people who have questions. So, okay, I got my products today. I was excited and tried to do some shots. I tried it with water. Oh, we're going to teach you exactly how to do this. We have some videos. I need to know. Yeah, I plan to try to put it in a protein smoothie tomorrow and mix everything in it. Yes, the smoothie is the best way to do it. Whoever you are, because you're an anonymous attendee, ask the person who invited you to send you the smoothie recipe. Make sure you're in our Changing Lives with Pure page where the smoothie recipe is posted as well. Put it all in a smoothie, friend. That's the best way to do it. Mixing in, just doing the shots like my kids do in the video. We had to work up to that. And we still do it that way sometimes if we're in a real hurry. But if you want to enjoy it, put it into a smoothie. It tastes amazing. Someone is saying, I don't have a lot of time. Yeah, that friend, that was me. I had no time. I made a call on the way to work. I'd be like, Beth, I know we haven't talked in a while. We have found something that is radically changing my family's life. If I send you a video, will you watch it? And I'd send a video. And then I'd call back on the way home. And sometimes they would watch it and sometimes they wouldn't. But I didn't care. And if somebody started asking me like, oh, is it one of those things? Or I can't believe you're involved in this. I'd be like, listen, my nephew was not speaking. We were told he would never speak. Introduced Pure. Now he's speaking. I don't care what you say. I'm calling somebody every day to spread the news. And then we figured out it wasn't just autism. It was cholesterol and blood pressure, and stroke patients started speaking, and children who struggle with ADHD no longer struggling. Like, the testimonies will blow your mind. If you're anywhere near Jacksonville, get to our conference and let us show you the testimonies, or get on our Changing Lives with Pure page. They're pretty phenomenal. What we've seen happen here is really phenomenal. So thank you guys so much for joining. Get back to the person who invited you. Let them know where you're at. And I hope I get to meet you and talk